Well, ain't that just the funniest joke I've ever heard? So funny, it didn't even get a chuckle out of me. Alright, so, welcome back everybody to Sky's the Limit, our playthrough of Skyrim, special edition with mods here at Vidnarsverse. Ooh, forgot, that's the future mod. It has something to do with Dark Souls. That's going to be probably the worst fight I have in this entire game. It is Dark Souls level difficulty, but we got overburdened, but we made it as far as the Ritual Stone. So, we're going to fast travel to the Dovahkiin hideout. This is a bonus episode, and this time we're going to be talking to Lucien. And I don't know how much dialogue he has, but if he runs a little short, we are going to reach out to probably
Tell me what you need.
Zora, if not Livia. Although I think that...
so much for asking so politely.
Oh, Lucien. But we're probably going to be talking to... I don't know. It'll probably be a spur-on-the-moment thing. It might be Livia, because of our, companions, we know the least about her, and you're just... My God, dude. Looks like your hair is made of Play-Doh. It's just ridiculous. Sorry, I hope nobody gets offended by that. It's not because I, dislike colored hair, because I think colored hair is fine. But, I don't know. Just,
There are few structures in Tamriel that can rival
There
the
you are,
White
Lucien.
Gold Tower. I hope
Yes,
this
my
trip
friend?
in Skyrim can...
Needed to do something.
Certainly. What needs doing?
Let me show you.
I am at your service.
Thank you, Lucien. You're a nice fella.
Sure.
Sit in that chair. We's gonna have a fireside chat.
It's a good day for adventure.
Yo, are you coming or what? Alright.
Ready to move?
Consider it done.
Alright, now get in the chair.
Consider it done.
Just, moon spin into the chair. Okay, wait. Okay,
Everything all
Lucien.
right?
Lucien, let's talk.
Ready when you are.
Alright. I'd like to ask you something.
My wisdom is yours to siphon as you will.
What brought you to Skyrim, anyway?
So many things. The culture, the architecture, but most of all, the enormous Dwemer presence here. The technology the dwarves possessed all those years ago.
Yeah,
is
he's really
miles
flashing.
beyond us, even today. The chance to study it in person. I just couldn't resist.
Here to learn about the Dwemer. Where are you from, Lucien?
Cyrodiil, though I suppose you could probably guess that. I grew up in the Imperial city, mostly with my nose in a book. My family own a small amount of property there, and they always encouraged me to pursue my interests. Namely, knowledge, in all its forms. I spent some time at the Arcane University, a couple of years at the archives of White Gold Tower, and I've studied at every academy in the city. But no amount of academic knowledge can compare to some practical experience. I'm done reading about the world. Now I want to see it.
That's awesome. Is there anywhere in particular you'd like to see?
Now that you mention it, I suppose there is. Somewhere here in Skyrim, there's a Dwemer ruin called Doomsbethar. I came across a text referring to it in my last few months at the Arcane University. Dwemerus is a fiddly language. Often the same words can have multiple meanings.
Fiddly?
But I'm fairly sure it translates loosely to bound ghosts.
Ooh.
It piqued my curiosity. The use of soul gems in Dwemer automatons is well documented, but no one really knows much about their purpose or
And
function.
so my pronunciation of automaton
I
is,
thought perhaps this place of bound ghosts might be something to do with that.
made absolute.
So I did some more research, but I just can't find the location. My father's looking into it for me while I'm here on my expedition. If he finds anything, he's going to let me know.
Well, I hope he does. Yeah, what I was meaning by that automaton thing is that when I was a kid, I started reading a lot earlier than most other kids. So I was like, I'm just going to do this so it doesn't break up the conversation. But, yeah, I was more book read, like, I taught myself to read. I'm not, kidding about that. It was very rudimentary, but I did do it. But, so a lot of the words I would mispronounce terribly, but that's just because I saw them in the book first. I'd never heard anybody say them. Like, I remember avid, I used to call it avid. So if someone was like, oh, that person's an avid reader, I'd be like, what, you mean an avid reader? And they'd be like, no, why are you saying it like that? Or like, for that, like, I thought it was automaton, and it's like, no, it's automaton. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've confused a lot of people in the past with that one. Hey, maybe you'll catch one. You never know. All right, tell me about your family, Lucien
Let me know if
Flavius.
you need anything else.
Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, come back.
Yes.
Okay. You ain't getting away from me. We're gonna talk. Oh, 2 Imperials. Whoa. Okay then, Lucien.
It seems like only yesterday I left home, but I already feel like quite the adventurer.
I really
Thank
don't
you, my
like where you're
friend, for
sitting.
keeping me alive.
Oh, well, you're welcome. You're quite welcome, sir. I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Tell me about your family.
Oh, the Flaviuses are firmly rooted in the Imperial city. We've always had a strong sense of home. We're a tight-knit bunch, and we get on rather well.
Sorry,
most of the
she's
time.
singing over you.
They worry, though, particularly about me. Gave them quite a shock when I told them about this expedition.
So, you have any siblings?
None.
Lucky.
I was the proverbial apple of my parents' proverbial eyes.
I'm
And
not
yes,
taking
they
that back.
spoiled me rotten.
Siblings
Sometimes I
can
wonder what
suck.
it would have been like to have had a brother
They can be
or a
great, but they can
sister.
also suck.
But then I wouldn't be quite who I am today. So I can't complain.
I should know I have 3 of them. Tell me about your father, Lucien.
Davidicus is his name. He's an
Davidicus?
academic like me, always up to his elbows in old scrolls. He does a lot of consultancy work for the Imperial government. Hunts down relics for them, that sort of thing. I'd be lying if I said we always saw eye to eye, but I owe a lot to him, and he's very dear to me.
Oh. Tell me about your mom.
Captain Lyra of the Imperial
A
Legion.
captain?
She and I couldn't be more different, but she's always supported me in everything I've done.
That's
She fought
nice.
against the Thalmor in the Great War. In fact, she was there for Lord Nurofin's defeat at the Battle of the Red Ring. She retired to marry my father and raise me.
Aw,
But despite her career, she never tried to force me onto the same path.
that's also sweet.
By the time I was old enough to hold a book, it was clear I was going to follow my father into the academic world. And she was delighted for me. I write to her fairly regularly. My father too. And while she worries, I think she's proud of me for doing this. I hope so, anyway.
Alright, that's all I want to know for now.
Alright then.
Wonder if there's anything
My
you know.
brain is ready for picking.
Oh.
Let me know if you need
Also,
everything alright.
what do you know about the Dragonborn? Wait, yeah,
What do you need?
I know she's right up in his face, but I'm just going to go ahead and ask it. It's over with. What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Ah. You're convinced that that's what you are then?
No, I just want to know what Balgrowth and
I
the
love
others are
watching
talking about.
spells, but that's the closest I'd ever get to the art of magic.
Could you please move, Livia? Please. Oh, thank God. Okay, she just blipped out of existence. No, I just want to know what Balgrowth and the others are talking
I'd
about.
keep an open mind if I were you.
Hey!
It's a mysterious old world after all. I imagine we'll know more definitely soon enough. Anyway, you asked me what I know. I'm more familiar with the Cyrodiilic legends than the Nordic ones, but I'll tell you what I've read. Though some scholars on Solstheim dispute it, the first definite use of the term Dragonborn is attributed to Saint Alessia back in the First Era. The story goes that on her deathbed, Alessia made a pact with Akatosh, who infused her with his divine blood and granted her the amulet of
That's pretty
Kings.
hardcore.
Akatosh then sealed off the plains of Oblivion, banishing the Aedra and Daedra from the surface of Nirn forevermore.
That didn't work out
Or
well.
at least, for as long as one of Alessia's descendants sat on the throne of Cyrodiil and wore the amulet. From then on, Alessia's descendants were known as Dragonborn.
Well, that's cool.
Of course, that line ended with the death of Martin Septim during the Oblivion Crisis.
R.I.P. Sean Bean.
But he turned into a giant dragon and kicked Mehrunes Dagon back into the Deadlands, which seems to have confused things. Anyway, skip ahead a couple of hundred years, and here you are, supposedly with that same dragon blood in your veins.
Wonder how that happened.
The somewhat primitive Nordic myths claim that lets you absorb the soul of a dragon, which we've both seen you do, and channel it into a shout. But as far as I'm aware, no one ever saw any of the Dragonborn Emperors do that. Maybe you're related to them. Maybe the gods just like you. In any case, as I said, I have a feeling we'll find out more soon enough.
Alright, now then, I'd like to start your training.
You would? Now? All right then. Where shall we start?
Let's start with your... What? Oh. Let me show you how to take a hit. That seems kind of bullying, but there's no one-handed. So sure.
This sounds painful, but go on.
Didn't like how the screen faded to black.
Is this really necessary?
Well, hey, at least he'll have more health or something. I'd like to train you some more.
Already? I still haven't finished digesting our last lesson.
Hey, I'd like
Perhaps
to
another
punch
time.
you a bit more. Oh, right.
I'll be right
Thank you,
here.
Lucien, for your
Speak
patronage.
your mind.
Now then, let's spend a tiny bit of time with Livia, because Zora's a bit longer-winded. Let's talk. Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Let's start with the most basic question. Where'd you come from?
I came from Coral, where my family's seat of power is at. The wealthiest city of Cyrodiil, second only to the capital itself. I'm here in Skyrim due to my duty as a Legionnaire, but right now I am on a break from my duties, so I can explore Skyrim on my own.
That seems a little
This
unusual.
has been most fascinating. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always been enthralled by the ancient Nordic legends.
Really? Now that's really break from your duties. Why? I don't know if you noticed. There's a civil war on.
Apologies, but I don't really want to talk about this. For now, at least.
We literally ran into a patrol.
Maybe later, after we've known each other more.
All right, sure. Why do you like Nordic legends?
Heroes with unmatched strength, whose wisdom and skill led them to victory. Patriots who defended their homeland, and kinsmen no matter the cost.
Oh, like right
Imagine
now.
a single man standing in a battlefield, torn by war machines and armies, against a whole army of snow elves.
Literally doing that right now.
But he
Just
is
not snow
unmoved
elves.
by the thundering sound of their march, nor their cry for war and bloodshed. He stood ready, embracing a champion's death. He cleaves down dozens of elven invaders with his fallen comrade's battle axe until a strike from the enemy's general finally took him. And the man knew this moment would come when he dies protecting his homeland, when his ancestors and comrades welcome him to the feast in Sovngarde. This is why I adore Nordic legends. Honor, family, sacrifice, comradeship, the elements of the true heroes.
Who your country is very eager to destroy, or rather the country that's puppeteering your country is eager to destroy. I really hope that her character sees some more development as we play. That would be so interesting, because just that, like, that she has ultimate respect for the Empire, but ultimate respect for the Nords, like, just very into it. I feel like if she heard General Tullius say, "Wherever you believe you're going," I feel like she'd get upset. I don't know. That'd be an interesting little snippet to see, but either way, I really hope she sees more development. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have time to ask her more, but I'll go ahead and ask. Coral is the wealthy city of Cyrodiil? Really?
Not just Cyrodiil, but all of the Empire.
Wow.
While the other cities such as Anvil and Cheydinhal declined and withered, Coral grew stronger. The economic success of my home was a miracle to many, but to those who made it happen, it was the fruit of hard work and careful planning. My father, Amulius, was among those who turned Coral from an ordinary town to a city that rivals the capital itself.
Well, who were your parents?
My mother was a princess of Daggerfall before the Blanchett Rebellion, and
What?
a powerful sorceress.
A princess?
She chose to give up her land and titles after my father won the war for her, to marry him and
Okay,
follow
that's
him to
not
Cyrodiil.
exactly Mary Sue.
As for my father, Amulius, he is the High Chancellor of the Elder Council and the 8th Champion of Cyrodiil.
That is, though.
Now, don't be intimidated by these titles. Once you've heard them for as many times as I have, they sound only natural.
Let's see. And you trust me enough to tell me who you are?
We literally fought together. You have entrusted me with your life. So it is only fair that I give you the same amount of faith. And even if you want to try any funny business, I am more than able to defend myself. Or die trying.
Well, that was realistic. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the bonus content. Hopefully, her character, Livia's character will be developing. I know from that, cool training session that we were able to do, even though we basically spent it, punching him, that Lucien is going to develop too, based on our choices, or at least that's my understanding. He starts out like cowardly and weak and afraid, and as he spends more time with us, he develops, and as we train him, he gets stronger and better. But anyway, and also with Livia, I really hope we see some development with her character, and having to actually see what's really going on in Skyrim rather than what she's been told. And granted, I really don't like the fact that they made her like her. My mother was a princess. My father is the greatest dude in my country, and I'm just here. It's like that. That's kind of walking a line between a Mary Sue and not making much sense. I'm a little worried about that. Because, I mean, if she was the daughter of the High Chancellor / champion of Cyrodiil, first off, how do you get to be that? But number two, why would they just let you walk around? Maybe they're, I'm pretty sure the story's going to develop because she's got a lot of depth so far. But that'll have to wait till next time we come back and revisit, or a major event comes to pass. Who knows? But either way, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, favorite, subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it or how you could enjoy it more, if you want to see more of these. And click on that notification bell. That'll help you stay updated on when we release new episodes. And if I get enough commentary, asking for an extra or a spare episode to throw y'all's way, I can make that happen if you guys comment and like enough. I might leave in the comment section like a pinned comment saying if you guys can get this to like 200, 500 likes, I'll release another episode today. But we'll see. Let me know what you think of that in the comments too. But yeah, we should be releasing them, just to be clear, at least once a week, Tuesday afternoons at 6 o'clock. It may be twice a week at this point, Tuesday and Friday at 6 o'clock, or depending, it may actually, be, as I've recently begun to soften up to, daily at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But whether it's a click away, day away, or a week away, until next time, peace be with you.